Hello and welcome to Genealogist to the World. I'm Matt Ellsworth, and today I'm going to answer the question, what do I do if my ancestors are from Afghanistan? How do I find them? Well, the quick answer is it's going to be hard, and it's going to take a lot of patience, and it's going to take some effort on your part. The reason for that answer is that the National Archives of Afghanistan are of almost no help. You can go to Afghanistan, you can go to Kabul, you can get a couple of approvals on a letter and finally get in to see the records, and there just aren't many available. We hope that that will change. I've just done a video that will report on that. See it separately. Secondly, do not despair. Don't think that it's going to be impossible. There are many, many resources. We'll look at a few of them. And second, do your part to improve things. Yes, I'm reading from a little script here. Oh, and I should have put on my hat that I got when I was living in Pakistan, which Western Pakistan. I was in Peshawar, which is really the Pathan people who are largely the Afghans. Wait a minute. Let's stop and talk about some history here. Afghanistan is peopled by people who came down out of the Central Asian steppes, but also by the Persian people, but also by the remnant of the Greek conquerors under Alexander the Great, but also by some Arabs who brought in Islam and then felt comfortable staying among the peoples of Afghanistan, but also by Indic or peoples from India in later movements. So Afghanistan, being an inland basin and a bit of a crossroads, has many different kinds of peoples, and there is not one story. A DNA study of different Afghans will show different things, but a little bit of all of those peoples. That's ancient history. What you want to do is get from you to your parents to your grandparents and backward, and that's what we're talking about today. The best resources are printed histories, like this one, The History of the Afghans, done back when England was in India and trying to push westward, while Russia was trying to push southward, and there are other resources available in Russian. This one, An Inquiry into the Ethnography of Afghanistan, tells some things about the tribes. These are books. They sit on shelves. To see them, you've got to go to major libraries or buy them at Amazon.com or Abe Books or some other online search. This one is A General Report on the Yusufzais, one of the Pathan peoples, and interestingly, maybe not exactly the full Pathans that all the others are, but don't go into that. If you want to comment, go ahead and comment. I understand. One great resource is the now, I believe, 6 volumes of The History of the Pathans by Brigadier retired Harun Rashid, who I believe is still teaching in Pakistan. I sent him a message and I've not received a reply. The History of the Pathans, let me get to some of the pedigree charts in here. Look at this beautiful thing. I have 4 of the volumes myself, and they contain tens of thousands of names and pedigrees, almost all of men. Sorry, women. You have to tap into the line. But there are more and more resources. Here's volume 2, the Sarabani Pathans. Volume 1 was the Sarabanis. Volume 3 I have here. Volume 4 is the Qaranis. There's much written, but that history might be in English written by the British. It might be in Dari or Pashto, the languages of Afghanistan. It might be in Farsi. It might be in Russian, and it might be in Hindi or Urdu, because the peoples bordering on the Hindu Kush that separates Afghanistan from Pakistan, which was Hindustan, which was part of British India, well, it's been looked at by many. There are many, many resources, but they are, for the most part, books on shelves. You'll either have to contact someone who owns that book, or, as I said, go to a library or archive that has the book you're looking for, or the books, since there are many. I'm going to say to all who see this video, if you have any such resources and there are no copyright restrictions, please scan them and add them to the internet in any way you can. In the comments here, let us know that you have a copy. You've seen that I have these books and many more on the Pathans, or the peoples who shared Afghanistan with Pakistan. I'm not saying that I have all the resources. I'm saying that maybe I can get them. And finally, more hope for you. I've done the show and tell. Now, Google and email. Don't discount them. Google all you can. Use all of Google's search features. Learn about them and Google names. It's surprising what they have already digitized, or you can find at archive.org, or the Hathi Trust, which has digitized many books of that region, or Indian Qanun, which is .org, which is an excellent website for looking at case histories of things before courts in India. There will be some of the Afghan names there. You can push beyond general histories. You can get ancestral knowledge, genealogy out of Afghanistan, but you got to send a lot of emails. You got to make a lot of inquiries. You got to look at a lot of resources until you do your part and put your ancestry on the internet. I don't care what service it's with, myheritage.com, amazon.com, familysearch.org, or any other that you choose. Put your ancestry online. That will help link to others. If you haven't, you might take a DNA test. That will help you link to others who are looking for the same ancestors and might have information you're looking for. So what have we said about Afghanistan? Let's summarize. You can find your ancestors there, but you're going to have to be patient, and it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take your participation. This is Matt Ellsworth, genealogist to the world, thanking you for watching. Bye now.